If you are interested in the energetic, practical, real-life human being side of visibility, this really quick live is for you. Earlier today, I went shopping at a local mall for a couple of different pieces of clothing. I knew exactly what I wanted to look for. I wanted a couple of tops, I wanted a pair of shoes, and I wanted a new lip tint. And here's how that relates to visibility. I show up pretty casually in my business. I don't wear a ton of makeup. I don't do a whole lot with my hair. This is who I am, whether it is a very public IG live, whether I'm with my clients, or at certain networking events. But I also have been feeling the push to show up a little bit differently. Not to completely change how I show up or to show up as a different human being, but I've been feeling the internal nudge to just change things up a little bit. As my business elevates, and more importantly, as I grow and evolve, I've been wanting to change up my clothing a little bit. I've been wanting to change up my hair a little bit. Been just really stepping into who I see and feel like on the inside to really have my external reality reflect that. So I did. I went shopping. I found a new top that I'm excited about and came home before a client call. But this relates to visibility because it's not just about where are we showing up, what are we talking about, what's the content tone, what's the messaging we're using. It's also the energetic piece. Do I feel like I am showing up as my best, truest self? Not just in what I'm talking about or the platforms I'm using or the distribution channels I use, not just the offers or my price point or the messaging I use on my website. But am I showing up in the most authentic way that I can? And right now, 100%, I'm not. Because I don't feel great about my hair. If you've noticed any of my recent lives, I fidget a lot more with my hair because it's really starting to piss me off a little bit. And there's the energetic piece to visibility. There's the energetic piece that must be looked at for you to show up as confidently as possible, to want to show up time and time again, to want to have eyes on your business. As a personal brand, your people, your clients, your community, they're looking at you. They're not looking at some corporation that they have no idea who the person is behind it. So when we talk about visibility, we often, as an industry, miss the mark. We talk about it as the coaching industry of the strategy behind it. How, where, why, what are the things you're talking about? But to only focus on the logic or to only focus on the strategy is to leave out a really important piece of the puzzle. It's also the energetics of how you're showing up. It's the things that go into being a human being that help you feel more confident, that help you feel better about showing up, that makes it easier to rinse and repeat. So maybe it sounds silly that me going shopping for a couple of new tops today was actually about visibility. But me stepping into a truer version of myself, me stepping into that next version of Chrissy who does put a little bit more effort into her hair, who does maybe wear a tinted lip balm, who does maybe show up a little bit differently. When I can understand the energetics behind how I want to show up and who that ideal version of myself is, how she shows up, and then start embodying that in little pieces every single day, I will get there sooner, and so will you. Which is why one element to the Magnetic Visibility course is an energetic look at visibility. We are meeting with the incredible Leanne Rose, who is the super conscious leader of 60 Manifestation and the super consciousness movement. And she's going to help us understand how to embody the energetic piece. How not just to look at the strategic or the logic part of visibility, but to actually become that version of ourselves who is super confident, who knows that when they show up, they're like, yep, that was awesome, right? Chef's kiss, that was so good. in all the ways. I am so excited to have Leanne as one of our guest speakers, and I'm so excited about this program because we are looking at all of visibility. We are looking at the energetic piece of it. How are you showing up as a human being? Are you showing up and trying to force through something when you look like crap and feel like crap? Or are you actually taking the time to live as if you're that version already? We're looking at the energetics. We look at the subconscious mind. We've got another incredible guest speaker, Louise McLeod, who's coming in to teach us all about the subconscious. We look at the logic. We look at the strategy. We look at the somatic. Magnetic visibility is the program to be in. But I wanted to pop on real quick and just show a little bit about that human element. A little bit about how, as a human being, we can take steps every day to be a little bit more confident. And I'm not saying you have to go to the mall and get a whole new wardrobe and completely change the way you are, right? I literally bought one top today, partially because I just didn't have time and the mall was not what I thought it was going to be. But I was looking for a couple of key things. You don't have to spend any money. Is there a piece of clothing in your wardrobe that when you put it on, you feel like $1 million and you are ready to go out there and talk about whatever it is you want to talk about? I was having a conversation with a friend the other day and I had on like dangly little earrings, which in my brain had always been date earrings. Earrings that I only ever wore when I went out with my husband. And she commented and she's like, "Oh, those are super cute." And I said, "Yeah, I used to think that they were date earrings and I couldn't wear them during the workday. But they make me feel really good. They make me feel excited and fun, like I have something cool going on." Does it affect how I coach? Not at all. Does it affect how I show up? Absolutely. Because I feel excited. I want to show off my earrings, right? When you have that really fun piece of clothing or that really beautiful bracelet or that ring or that lip tint or whatever it is, you want to show up. Your brain stops making excuses to not do the thing and will start to give excuses to do the thing. We like to be seen. And it is easier to be seen when we feel confident, when we feel good, when we feel excited. So today, I want you to spend 15 minutes and really think about how you can show up more confidently by being more true to yourself. Are you embodying that energetic version of yourself who feels so damn good they can't help but show up? They can't help but have eyes on their business. They can't help but make time and prioritize their visibility, prioritize their business. Or are you living in a really unconfident, kind of shrunken over, doesn't really feel great, doesn't really want to show up, kind of wants to hide version? Identify. And then how can you shift into that version of yourself who does feel more confident? We'll go into the tools of how to do this, the actual practical ways that as human beings living in a crazy life, we can do this. We also look at the energetics behind it. So not just the practical tips of wear a cute pair of earrings, put on mascara if that feels good to you, wash off all the makeup if that feels good to you. But also we look at it from the energetic space of it all. Join us inside Magnetic Visibility. We start in January. It's going to be such a good fucking time in helping you get the results you want in your business. And it's going to be very real talk, just like this one. Let me know what you find out when you do that homework of the self-identifying piece. If you got any questions, stick them in the comment box or send me a DM.